This is a reading of Chapter 10 in the novel Toontime, Childhood Memories of Growing Up in the 50s by Scott Rambokas. You can find it exclusively at Amazon.com. Chapter 10, Dentists and Ferris Wheels. I had a terrible fear of heights as a child, and even into adulthood. Ferris wheels or roller coaster rides were out of the question. Even looking out the window from a tall building would make me dizzy. I never thought about what might have caused this problem other than growing up as a flatlander. But plenty of people who lived far from mountains were not afraid of heights. Then one day in high school it came to me as to what may have triggered my long-time dilemma. It could have been those trips to the dentist. My mom religiously took us kids to the doctor and the dentist on a regular basis. Twice a year we had dental checkups, and since I was a champion gum chewer and a definite amateur teeth brusher, the checkups usually meant having to schedule another visit to have cavities fixed. Mom would pile James and I, and later little sister Mary, into the car and drive downtown to the dentist's office. Our family dentist, Dr. Raymond, worked at a 23-story skyscraper downtown, and his office was on the 17th floor. When it was my turn to get checked, the dentist would welcome me into his chair that was the biggest chair in which I'd ever sat. It faced a huge picture window that covered an entire wall looking out onto the Memphis downtown. From the 17th floor, one could see most of downtown and the Mississippi River with the bridge to Arkansas and barges bunched together like little toy blocks. The huge dentist's chair swiveled completely around and had a lever on the side to adjust the height. Dr. Raymond would crank that lever up, and it felt like I was about to be launched up and out of that chair and out the window. I think I must have made permanent marks in the armrests where I had a death grip on them. Once in high school, I had a rare date. It was a trip to the fair, and Charlotte and I rode the Ferris wheel. Now, how could I take a pretty girl to the fair and not ride any rides? Besides, that fear of heights thing was kid stuff. I was a senior now, and the Ferris wheel was mild compared to most rides. We waited our turn, sat in the seat and closed the safety bar across our laps, and as the ride slowly turned round, we rose higher and higher, and I thought to myself to just relax and not look down. Just look at Charlotte's pretty face and smile, and you'll be okay. As we reached near to the top of the circle, Charlotte spoke to me in a calm and smiling voice and said, "Scott, would you please let go of my hand? You are crushing it." Needless to say, I had not gotten over my fear of heights, and my anemic dating career had taken a turn for the worse. I thought back on that episode and many years later connected that memory to the dentist rocket launching.